Now moving on to the next video, this basically covers how does government generate employment. Now obviously in every country it's the responsibility of the government to generate employment, because the more the number of people who are unemployed, the more is a problem from the society's perspective. Because end of the day, everyone requires some kind of income to flow in. If it doesn't, then they would get into antisocial activities. I mean, everyone needs food to eat here. So there are two modes through which the government in a country generates employment. The first one is direct. So what the government does is its employees in people in various government companies. So government in a country may open various companies. Let's say in case of India, you have Coal India, you have Power Trading Corporation, you have State Bank of India, it's partly owned by the government, and others. So they open up these companies where they provide employment to the people. In India, the government has also started a scheme, something called NREGA, which stands for National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. And this was 2005 when it was formed. So this scheme basically intends to provide guaranteed employment to a person who's willing and able to work for 100 days in a year. So that's how the government creates direct employment. The second kind of employment that a government can create is through indirect. Now what happens, suppose Coal India starts working, okay? It needs transport for transporting the coal from mines to various places where it is required. So by this, it gives work to the transport companies. Now once that transport companies is formed, it will definitely give work to the drivers and other people. So there is an indirect generation of work. Let's say Power Trading Corporation. As it supplies power, it will put up these towers, these electricity towers that you see across. When these towers are to be put in, they employ the tower companies. These tower companies also employ labor. So there is an indirect creation of employment opportunities by virtue of the work which the government companies provide to the private sector. So that's how you create employment. So they could be direct, they could be indirect.